Time ana a man for papa no mu ewu COVID-19 the time sika ma wa one find the also there no. And no that there was nothing called accountability. Inti mumbusan say when did she realize say there's something called accountability in life in government? She never realized it. When nurses were dying, when people's parents were dying, a man for Nana to say, oh no, see, because oh no, always COVID-19 to man benefit, she could afford nose mask. She could afford a year things to protect herself. But yet Nana no na COVID-19 kuomono. When did she realize it was because of her carelessness and corruption? Baby also sikano kokoji di pankwana endruno. When did she realize accountability is important? After we read and understood the content, now we know it's 44.5 billion. Oh, kwasiakasa. Today, Omoka say NDC for don't read. These are foolish boys who follow politicians around and they just take words. After we read the document and understood, now we have rise at 44.5 billion and the Bank of Ghana and deny almost all my year. Why should he be in parliament? Why should this dumb fool be a deputy finance minister? Sophia Akufo, you saw all these things. Why should we sit here today after we read the document and yet 22 billion in pool? Bank of Ghana budget to almost 44.5 billion. After you read and then we on your politics no DHD and then the fire than them. The only way you can stop it is when the citizens, the elderly, the state people start to caution the government that we are going on a tangent. It's not going to help us. When the Akufo-Addo started someone run the country way down, people spoke. The former president of the republic spoke. You people sat in your rooms and out of tribal bigotry and foolishness, you insulted them and you never spoke about how these fools were running the country down. Let's go back. Let me show you people something. So Baby said the NDC never spoke on Bank of Ghana issue. Because the NDC in parliament raised that issue. So Bank of Ghana millions of cities, they should stop. Billions. We were here. You people were all in this country. These things have all grown wings. They have rippled and then the effect, and then the pension for because when it started, people saw it. They were sending signal. You people with voices sat back because they are your family members. Omunku Ghana for and the account no udi mirikaba about destin powder ebe cabro for. This is how it started. And this is how the NDC and Dormaahene cautioned Ghanaians. We made them do it on their own. We isolated the NDC leadership. Every time they brought something effective to let us all discuss, move around it, and get to a solution, you people sidelined them. They were giving the signals. They were telling everybody, this is wrong. When Bank of Ghana started some billions, the NDC were out. This is what they said. All right, let's take our business. Kakrebi, Anthony Bagakodana, Mummy and Shadibi. And you see a year drama queen, a friend of a year, Madame Sophia Akufo, former CJ. You see, and there, Wabaya drama be what Ghana. I didn't tell you, say, a you for old age for and as a pensioners, no, or musika, no, a buy a Joe Musika, ain't a year, Madame Sophia Akufo, former CJ, COVID-19 ex-convict, or no, Nibu fu, watam. The police near the chi and or V18 air condition board on Wabet on Tiasie. I adentina inti endeno utia okasaya momenti a year Madame as convict COVID-19 a year Sophia Akufo CJ. There in summer na oka or sini bufu on one kasane partia omoboy chrono. This is a year ex-convict Madame CJ Sophia Akufo COVID-19 a year shareholder. This age group, my age group. Some are a bit older than me, some are somewhat younger than me. But these are all people who have worked. They have worked very hard. They could have left the country when others were going. They stayed. They worked for the nation.
And we've had our ups and downs and everything. But bit by bit, a lot of us are from the generation where you were always encouraged to save for tomorrow and all that. Sometimes we've been through times when all your savings become nonsense because of some government policy. Then over the years, bit by bit, people have become more confident in the economy, in investment and all that. And quite a number of people here today, when they retired last year, last 2 years, they've put everything into government bonds. And now all of a sudden, it's a contract, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And you virtually want to, at gunpoint, force them to agree with you that the repayment or the yield of their investment should be as you dictate. Now all of a sudden, it's a contract, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And you virtually want to, at gunpoint, force them to agree with you that the repayment or the yield of their investment should be as you dictated. As you dictated. Why? And at the same time, why are we in the mess we are in? Nobody has fully explained to us. Yes, debt. Okay, fine. We took debt. What was it used for? Where's the accountability? Exactly what was it used for? You're not telling us about how you're going to be able to make things better, but just that help me and I'll help you. No, you help yourself first. Let me see you doing something serious, because we've seen these sort of things too many times. I'm over 70 now, and I'm no longer a government employee. My mouth has been ungagged, and I'm talking and I'm saying what I feel. And it's important that the elderly in this nation should be respected. One, I find this wicked, I find it disrespectful, I find it unlawful, I find it totally wrong, period. Because you don't gag, and I'm talking and I'm saying what I feel. And it's important that the elderly in this nation should be respected. One, I find this wicked, I find it disrespectful, I find it unlawful, I find it totally wrong, period. Because you don't solve your problems by sacrificing your aged. That's the last thing you should do, especially when you don't have any services that are specially geared at the comfort and the relief of the aged. The national insurance system has virtually collapsed. The elderly are buying their medications at normal commercial prices. And I know a lot of people who have told me that they have timed the way they did their investments so that at least every month there's something for them to be able to cover their medical bills. Now people are asking pharmacists, oh, can I, is it safe for me, instead of 2, can I take 1 a day? Or if instead of 1, can I take half a day? How long can I continue like that before having a bad effect on me? Should it come to that, after years of faithful pharmacists, oh, can I, is it safe for me, instead of 2, can I?
So I'm before when I would say one die and when you know Muntie, Sophia Akufo, former CJ Chief Justice, and I can say Qụėstiøn Busuani, a friend of Sophia Akufo. The Okan bois. Answer na meka masem no. I was Ghana 40 years say Sophia Akufo the Okan bois. Ne Busuani ne Akuffoaddo. Debi oko Jubilee House. The ekosu nyina mo hwe me no. Maame we ne de COVID-19 sika nyina hye ni nsem eno mu di sika nyina. Me ka kire mo ha se maame we onka nokore. Me ka kire mo ha se Sophia Akufo onka nokore. Ende de na okanyina ne se ontiasie se ono ankasa ne MPP abaya omo de covid sika hyense mo di ni nyina no ono no MPP ne beji pension fo sika enti ontiasie se ada na ono na MPP no beji pensioner fo sika enti ontiasie enti obey demonstration no buy no or the V8 ne buy oton saka na almost $100,000 bag ekuta no o maame na oto odi matem no ebetuma ahwe no amane getiri wo wuchichi na ehye no we mia no duku de obeye ne nde no or the bekata the COVID-19 krono omo boy no so because COVID-19 is can sin na so ebe sinne ubusa ne COVID-19 skapena na yare aba you don't respect people in Ghana the ubo COVID-19 so pena ne chacha ne sasa boraba and you know and we are going to die and my people obwa the oya o nyina e kantata omasuma no se ometena ho on a normal day anka ma mean some okay it makes sense a lot. On a normal day, statement as Sophia Akufo making in there, no, any Ghanaian obia will agree with her. So I buy any right to say than Sabekandien Ghana for pensioner for sika. In some of raising were legitimate concerns. Now the question is, that Bena Mami who said there's something called accountability. Oh, kotre de ne budget. Time na amount for papa no mu COVID-19 time sika ma wa one fanya the also there no and on that there was nothing called accountability. Intimumbusan say when did she realize say there's something called accountability in life in government? She never realized it. When nurses were dying, when people's parents were dying, amount for nana to say or no, see because or no always COVID-19 to man benefit she could afford nose mask. She could afford a year things to protect herself. But yet nananumana COVID-19 kuomono. When did she realize it was because of her carelessness and corruption? Baby anka also sikano kokoji di pankwa na endru no. When did she realize accountability is important in building a nation? This woman talked about, she said the onya ban adwuma nti obetuma kasa afemate. First I know ya ban adwuma na entronko na odi. The judgment any sibia or can in because no ya ban jumani, no ya judge. Intina also or hide behind hypocrisy. Nanko or inti tamano ya banjo no ya nachum. Na no krekra on cano cre. But se see the onya benjamin to bet my canagini. This is not a state woman. That statement alone from her says you see the onya benjamin to bet my canagini next say time I know oya benjamin onim no kurano and so bunko for time or buama for time because he did not want to offend a bino. So even her cases, people need to go back and check the judgments because what can say time awa ben no kind of crowd that means that time about ben attentie and I say attentine majority of the time when jina attentine so obuatanya ebema abine ni agye ne ho. So she wasn't somebody who was really working for the people, but constitution or switch there no but or say they say the oni aban mu nti abine di nkwasi asem obetuma aka enti chese no wa aban mu no na abine di nkwasi asem no ontumi nka adentra because also o please aban no. This woman talked about something called HøTQụėstiøn ne DrBawumia ne oforia tamade omoye nsisia no wickedness. See the COVID-19 sick amount. Now what's naso? Now would now obi young nurse already 21 years. Because she did not get the protective clothing to protect herself. And on the is it not wickedness? See, I can say obi wicked, obi disrespectful. And they say yeah, auditor general abeye auditing on COVID-19 expenditure. Sika sama ne si unaso. Not to date. It is disrespectful to God and disrespectful to men, disrespectful to the Constitution and disrespectful to Ghana as a nation. So when did she learn all these grammar, these words to come and justify so onimnyansa or a repented soul? This woman was talking about something being totally wrong when you take COVID-19 money and Kujo Ponkroma sit somewhere else and you give him 1.5 billion to just squeeze. When you give Ghana's money to a stupid, ignorant, lazy pastor to say, to just waste the money. When we hear party faithful saying, so 100,000 Ghana, 200,000 Ghana, when money is given to you and you disperse the money amongst your colleagues, your family members, what is more totally wrong than this? Madam, you don't have the moral right to sit there and act as if you are intelligent and honest. You have never been. You are somebody who is a hypocrite, making Ghanaians think, say, the crime you have committed, COVID-19 crime, we can just brush it aside and follow your drama. You are becoming a drama queen today. You wanted all the cameras to come and film you. You wanted to show Ghanaians and say, oh, you are the smartest. But today you have exhibited the highest form of ignorance. And what hypocrisy. No Ghanaian today will respect you from today. You know why? Because when they needed you to come out as an honest old woman who dies soon, you deliberately hid. You hid because you were part of the cartel that swallowed our monies. Let me tell you people something. Bank of Ghana issue na bano. Economic domestic debt exchange. Ye ka eye sika omucha ene eye IMF ebekwe. The NDC as a political party, they consistently advised this government. This woman was in Ghana. Some penny-form castle ending in our Ghana, they watched the crossroads. They watched Dormaahene. They watched Ashantehene. They watched all the figures. They saw the statistics. They saw the raw numbers. These people were all in Ghana. They saw, say, what the NDC were saying are the facts. Sophia Akufo is learned, or a judge, or a Supreme Court judge, or a Chief Justice. She knew that these people were criminals, but at the end of the day, she still helped them steal from us. If, say, and the TA, say, old age person be a woo, you Sophia Akufo, it is on your head. So, we call it be a woo and it is on your head because you knew the truth and you were supposed to act. Now, because you think, say, ye Jiminti, as usual, my family the last day, mental me V18, me police officer and Dimechi, na me Ghana for wondering, say, I think about them. When did you realize that there's something called accountability in Ghana? When did you realize that these your fools were running the country into a ditch? Were you not here? When they started giving us wrong numbers, you were here, you accepted, you never spoke. You said you were a stateswoman. You said, so why didn't we be old dog Ghana? DNMA and the kusie free bomb. If you say what the bonibi, if you say COVID-19, no, if you say sika efa win say no, oh pekwan bi so abekata so miyaka say she is the hero of today. But you have become the day, you have become the slave queen announcer of the day. Basically, what about some basic what be penyini mu ntware bi a wotifie. Because we all remember where we are today didn't start yesterday. It started years ago. It started with the Akufo-Addo basically came out to tell Ghanaians and say this economy is robust, whilst he knew and you knew that the economy was gone. You people knew from day one, 2017, 18, 19, you knew your people were mismanaging this country. They were running us down. They were stealing. But because you are family members, you shut up. Because today you've told us you are no more in government, so you can speak the truth. Technically, you are telling us when you were a government worker, you were a liar. So all your judgments is even very questionable. You have proven today, I think, sir, you forgot yourself and you made such statements. Because the NDC have told us. Said some Jonah, they gave us clues. People were speaking. Somebody like Elizabeth Ohene, the new for frying pan. Some Jonah Bekasa, I know the Jimmy A defending Akufo-Addo Kwasiade. We all here. We know how it started. Andre chose Ghana for to deplete a democracy or deplete the economy of a nation. It does not start one day. The only way you can stop it is when the citizens, the elderly, the state people start to caution the government that we are going on a tangent. It's not going to help us. When the Akufo-Addo started, someone run the country way down. People spoke. The former president of the republic spoke. You people sat in your rooms and out of tribal bigotry and foolishness, you insulted them and you never spoke about how these fools were running the country down. Let's go back. Let me show you people something. So Baby said the NDC never spoke on Bank of Ghana issue. Because the NDC in parliament raised that issue. So Bank of Ghana millions of cities, they should stop. Billions. We were here. You people were all in this country. These things have all grown wings. They have rippled and then the effect, and then the pension for because when it started, people saw it. They were sending signal. You people with voices sat back because they are your family members. Omunku Ghana for and the account with the mirikaba about destin powder ebe cabro for. This is how it started. And this is how the NDC and Dormaahene cautioned Ghanaians. We made them do it on their own. We isolated the NDC leadership. Every time they brought something effective to let us all discuss, move around it, and get to a solution, you people sideline them. They were giving the signals. They were telling everybody, this is wrong. When Bank of Ghana started to billions, the NDC were out. This is what they said.
January 2022 and June 2022. The minister responsible for finance and the government has gone to the Bank of Ghana and they have encouraged the Bank of Ghana to print money worth 22 billion Ghana cedis. They have printed 22 billion Ghana cedis fresh money without the knowledge of Parliament. Colleagues, I am saddened. No wonder inflation is galloping. No wonder that our reserves position is dwindling. Because when you create a new money out of the thin air, what happens is that inflation will go up. And obviously, again, because it's a new money, you will end up losing your reserves because there will be new consumption. I am surprised that in the minister's statement, he failed to alert all of us that he has encouraged the Bank of Ghana to print new money worth 22 billion Ghana cedis, only for us to see it in this document. And you can see it in the media review document, page 97, appendix 2A. And the Bank of Ghana, they have printed 22 billion and 48 million Ghana cedis. 22 billion and 48 million Ghana cedis, new money that they have printed, without approval of Parliament, without informing all of us. This is illegal.
You are here. And this is for raise, yes, sir. In HøT Qụėstiøn, a best economy 22 billion. Yenina to Kroma, Yenina, yeah, isolate NDC for me, a Mahama for, Omi and Tough for, Omi and for. The Omokanyan sending, these are members of Parliament in our interest in Tino Moho. They raised the issue. Dear MPP, yeah. Sophia Akufo now to war. We're pushing for no more. You can pick a phone and tell the finance minister that what is happening is wrong. He didn't, because near time COVID-19 case now. So wow, MPP, when the NDC came out to say 22 billion, almost the Bank of Ghana could print this can ever say economy. This is what the MPP, foolish MPP, said.
We are here to respond to some baseless allegations made by the ranking member on finance as far as the mid-year budget was concerned. And yesterday, he referred to page 97 of the mid-year budget fiscal review and made some baseless claims that the Bank of Ghana has printed 22 billion Ghana cedis. First of all, that statement was false, it's not true. There is no foundation to that claim, and we want Ghanaians to treat that with a pinch of salt. First of all, he accused the Minister for Finance that we have hidden the information in page 97 in appendix 2A. Yes, it's page 97, appendix 2A of the mid-year budget. This document is a public document. It is given out there for everybody to read. So how did he pick this document, read page 97, and said that the information there has been hidden? What is the meaning of that? We gave you a document. The finance minister gave you this document. And you went to page 97 and you found out that there is an information about Bank of Ghana and 22 billion. And your position is that it is hidden. Please, it shows you clearly that the NDC's problem is their dislike for reading. They think that they don't have to read to know the content of this document. So if they read and they find information in what we have given them, then it means we have hidden it. Please, how do you explain that? So it is never true that we have hidden any information. There is no basis for any hiding of information. And nobody should impugn the integrity of the finance ministry or the finance minister of this government for information we have given out to the public. And it is his responsibility and every Ghanaian's responsibility to read and understand the content. If you read and you find information there, please, we have not hidden it from you.
After we read and understood the content, now we know it's 44.5 billion. Oh, kwasiakasa. Today, Omoka say NDC for don't read. These are foolish boys who follow politicians around and they just take words. After we read the document and understood, now we have rise at 44.5 billion and the Bank of Ghana and deny it. Almost all my year. Why should he be in parliament? Why should this dumb fool be a deputy finance minister? Sophia Akufo, you saw all these things. Why should we sit here today after we read the document and yet 22 billion in pool? Bank of Ghana budget to almost 44.5 billion. After you read and then we on your politics no DHD and then the fire and he is your deputy finance minister. Into Oma no moon reading and almost 22 billion. Now Oma Casa almost Troy no. Why am I Jimmy? Your train Jimmy Chen they don't want to me reading. If you say they don't want to me reading it, I will say from what I am reading, I can decode it and see say we're 22 billion. And yes, a book now radio, you need to understand it. It's all John Kuma's understanding of reading. Just be able to read blah 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 without understanding. You need to be able to read, to decode, and send at the ikuta on a valuable material. Read. When I read and I don't understand, how valuable is that I'm reading? Into Omo MP before they say they read without understanding what they are reading. You need to be able to read, understand it, decode it, and then you make something out of it. And then NDC for you. It is in the book, but you are hiding it. When you pick a book like a literature book, now say I can say Macbeth has murdered sleep. It does not mean that Macbeth saw sleep and he murdered sleep. It means some action that Macbeth took, it will haunt him. That is what literature is. That is what reading and trying to break it down to common sense for you. And when their friends say, oh, Jenny. And then their friend will be summary. And then their friend will be comprehension. Oh, can kind in you reading in you not the reading, you sit down and decode it and you summarize it. Every fool can read, but not everyone understands what they are reading. Into also my NDC's problem is they can't read. Today, after the NDC showed you the code, it is 44.5 billion. Ofuye, come in and read and tell us. Also, Jimmy, their slogan, they don't have sense. Oh, Jimmy, these people cannot run your country. So Sophia Akufo saw all these things. Now, the NDC as a political party, and the reason why I'm doing this is say, me person magana for NDC for that because they gave practical solutions. They made us know through letters, words, how the indices are going, where we are going to head. John Dramani Mahama explicitly told the NDC, told the MPP and the whole Ghana, which you, Sophia Akufo, you listened, what we are supposed to do. If we don't, where we are going to head, where we are going to end. And it is because people like you, Sophia Akufo, and the rest who have become political bigots, political junkies, political dogs who don't want to speak truth for all of us to get out of these chains, your silence has brought us here today. This is John Dramani Mahama telling your party what to do to take us away from this. And kamutie na kamutu omofo na kamanfa munkwasi ya political tribalism na mbema and kamutie ya and kenenka pension for sika and kayemfa.
It is time to admit and accept where we have gone wrong. It is time. The standard of living, purchasing power, life savings, and quality of life of ordinary Ghanaians is depreciating by the day. Many are terrified that tomorrow may be worse as they struggle with uncertainty of our current situation. The signs of this crisis have been there since 2018, when alarming increases in our public debt levels and huge expenditure overruns became apparent. The NDC did not keep quiet. When it became obvious that we were heading for the ditch, we spoke up. We advised government. We made suggestions. I even asked governments to desist from the creative accounting through which the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, was selective in presenting budget data and thereby creating a picture that was rosy but was far removed from reality. All these fell on deaf ears. Government became ever more brazen and reckless and moved mismanagement of this economy to dizzying heights in the run-up to the 2020 elections, amidst boastful claims that they were the best managers of the economy. Immediately after the elections, it became clear that we had been thrown into a bottomless pit of debt round our necks, staggering budget deficits, and a rapidly deteriorating fiscal position. The looming disaster at the time required an urgent response. And even as the crisis deepened, earlier this year, we in NDC besieged government with many prescriptions, which I articulated in the Ghana at the Crossroads speech in May this year. And I urge government to seek multilateral assistance urgently. Among others, I also called on President Akufo-Addo to expeditiously convene a national dialogue on the economy, at which the best and brightest minds of our nation would be brought together to huddle and formulate a robust response to the challenges confronting us. I guess that is too late now. I re-echo demands by Ghanaians that the finance minister and the chair of the economic management team, who have been primarily responsible for this economic catastrophe, should be relieved of their positions to breed confidence.
The NDC said it, and they gave you solutions. How much share they are buying in here? Sophia Akufo, you were in Ghana. All you people speaking today, we are veterans, we are pensioners, we have you people, we know every nonsense in Ghana, we are smarter. You people were all quiet. Why? Because it is coming from the NDC. Let us isolate them. You people pampered these criminals for 6 years. They gradually depleted our democracy. Now they have depleted our economy. Why are you people backing today? What is all this drama queen attitude of you, Sophia Akufo? What should we do? Should we all come out and beg and say, Sophia, you are the hero? You and your colleagues caused this problem. Because it was helping you. Because it was in your favor. Because it was your party. And it is still in your favor. It is still your party. It is still the MPP you people will support till you die. All that you people were doing out there, Sophia Akufo going out there and making it look like this depot girl is out. She's the fresh girl in town. You were wasting your time. Your integrity has been thrown under the bus because you've made us understand. You have lied throughout your life. You only started speaking truth after you left government work. So one to say you have been a liar throughout your career. Today you are beginning to speak truth. And Dormaahene, it is too late. At this point, yenima chimini, yenima santini, yenima uneni, yenim tani, and yenim koni, yenim Ghana for who is going to suffer. Menoka say, would you win a V8 muatna and a police do it? Now, when young kuna or trade 45 years now, or te wali children, the property per war and the bicycle, any a year monthly, the dividend, and I send interest of wakwaji. That person on one year day, see how you are looking. Compare yourself to your colleagues you met there. Some of them are younger than you, but they look older than you because they are impoverished, because your people have destroyed their lives, because people like you are so selfish, you are so comfortable when people are being drained. When the people suffer and you people gain as a family, as a clan, you get happy, you get excited. What you did today is an embarrassment. You have shown Ghanaians that you are not somebody to be trusted. You and your family members, you have brought us here. If you say you're a woman with integrity, a woman who thinks about Ghana and how this country is going to move forward, come out and tell us about the COVID-19 money that you and your so-called family cliques consumed. You have made it so difficult for us to use decent words when we are speaking about you people. You people have consistently made and forced young ones like us to be so pissed to the point whereby we don't see you people as adults. We don't even see you people as statesmen, stateswomen who can say anything or do anything. Your actions have proven to us that we cannot rely on you people. We need to rely on ourselves. Because when you have a fool like Katie Hammond being a minister, you need to understand we have gotten to that point where we, the young people of Ghana, have to take matters into our own hands and take our decision. Your deliberate negligence, your deliberate corruption, your deliberate pampering of corruption has brought us here. The depleting of this nation did not start today. It actually deepened when you people closed an eye to the worst economic activity and overseeing of this country. You cannot come out today like the depot girl to come and exhibit some highest form of hypocrisy. Ghana has gotten to that point whereby we need to change you criminals and put you to the law court. We need to make sure you people are dealt with. The law needs to straighten you people up. You people are supposed to pay for the crime you have committed. You and your Achem Sakawa ingrates are people that we despise. We always puke when we see you people talk because you are full of what we call hypocrisy, greed, and disrespect. When did you learn these words? Disrespect, total wrong, and all the nonsense you were saying. You are saying it today because ended there at all. Ended there, you want to save your face. It has gotten to that point, and we are at that point. Let me tell you something. It will get to a day or a point or in the life of this country where people like you cannot step out to make a statement. You have allowed your family, your tribe, your ego, your lust for money, your greed, your corruption to wash down every single credibility you people have built. For all you know, and as we all know today, you have proven to us that you have never been a truthful stateswoman. You only became truthful after stepping out of government. It means you have been a very cunning woman, a liar who always did things to please government. At this point, if any pensioner dies, the blood should be on your head, on the head of your family members, on the head of people who supported corruption. Ghana will rise. But Ghana will rise in a way whereby you people will use your blood to cleanse our debt. We will use your blood to cleanse the dead. We will use your blood to cleanse the corruption and the filth you are leaving behind. That day is going to come, and it's going to come quick. That day will be the judgment day for you guys. My name is Kevin Akobedutela.